really the hard part is staying consistent after you've failed. That's sort of when the game really begins. That's when it's starting to really get hard, because anyone can do it when it's still perfect, when it's still a solid run. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think that preparing for failure and expecting it and knowing that this is something you're gonna have to learn learn from and reiterate your strategy and improve your strategy is definitely something that I think you should keep in mind. You shouldn't be expecting it like for everything to just go smoothly. There's gonna be roadblocks, and the way to success is not having roadblocks, but finding efficient ways to go around them or recover from them quickly. So there's a lot of stuff that you can't think about in advance, but once you face it, you hit that roadblock. You hit that roadblock, then you have to set up a strategy for adapting to that roadblock, so that you're not failing in the same way every time you hit it in the future. That'll be the only time you ever fail from it, right? So, and that can apply to anything, like finding a job, finding a partner, because these are all skills that are being built to an end goal, right? You want to get better at applying to jobs and giving interviews to eventually find a job. You want to get better at dating and talking to potential partners, so that you can eventually find a partner. So it's all a skill that's being built. So you really can't expect to go into it and just succeed in the first go. You might get lucky and just succeed in your goal in one go, but even then it doesn't stop there, right? So if you get into a relationship, then now you have to maintain that relationship. If you get a job, now you have to be able to maintain that job, to keep that job. If you get a nice body, now you have to put in work to keep that body. So it's always a consistent work, right? So the stakes just keep getting higher and higher. Your level just keeps getting higher and higher, but the obstacles is always there, if that makes sense, right? So you should be getting into the habit of facing obstacles and finding ways around them, as opposed to trying to avoid them, or just giving up as soon as you hit the first roadblock, right? And man, what do I want to say? It's just like, it's a new year. It's really just a chance to reinvent yourself, you know? Like, if you've been thinking of doing some stuff for a while, it's finally the time to get started with it. Because if you think about it, it's so hard trying to find time to okay, this is getting fucking weird. I just had to move there because some idiot just parked next to me. Okay, so it's really a chance to do the stuff that you always knew you could do and you thought you were gonna do, but to actually put it into practice this time, you know? And man, like, there's so much stuff to do out there. There's so much potential in you to accomplish greater things. But you really just have to believe in yourself, man. You have to be confident in your ability to go out and get those things. So you always have to be thinking, like, people are achieving these things, so why not me? Why can't I be the one to get all of these nice things? There's people out there making a lot of money, living in all of these cool places, driving these cool cars. And I don't mean to say that you should aspire to do that, but if that is what you want to do, then why not you, man? Maybe that's not a good example. Maybe you want to be the world's best singer or something like that. And I'm not saying that that's given to anyone or everyone, but you're definitely not going to achieve that if you don't have the confidence to begin with. So you have to at least have the mindset that you can achieve it. Because if you don't have that mindset, then you're not going to achieve it for sure. But if you do have the mindset, you may not achieve it, but there's at least a chance that you will, right? You're not completely ruling yourself out of it. So, yeah. I just think that you should try to take your chances as much as you can this year. Try to make it a year of giving yourself every single chance that you can. And I'm not saying that you should go out there and leave your job and try to become I don't know, like go gambling or something and just be like, yeah, I'm giving myself a chance. That's not what I mean. What I mean to say is that the things that you know you've always had the talent to do, the ability to do, the things that have always been yours, maybe it's just time that you go out there and get them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just time that those things should come into your life now. Maybe it's the time that you start living the life that you've always knew you should be living. So, I don't want to make this too long of a video, but hopefully that gives you some motivation to start off the year with the right state of mind, expecting failure and knowing that you have the ability in you to come back from it and to adapt and to learn from it and to keep going despite facing it. And also to just find the best in yourself. We all have a worst self and the best possible self, and we exist somewhere in there. That's just a fact. That's just true, because that's how logic works. That's how science works. If you did every single good decision in your life versus doing every single bad decision in your life, that's a spectrum of where you could possibly be right now, and you're somewhere in the middle. And I think far too many people are being on the spectrum on the side of the spectrum of their worst self just because they're lacking self-confidence. Yeah, circumstances, luck, it all has a big part to do with it. But if you're not even giving yourself a chance, then your luck can't really favor you. So, for example, if you never even apply for that job, then you can't get lucky and get the job anyways. If you're never gonna ask that person out, then you're not gonna get lucky and she was gonna say yes anyway. So yes, some of it is luck, but you need to at least buy a ticket to the lottery. You can't win a ticket if you don't buy. You can't win the lottery if you don't at least buy a ticket, right? So yeah, I would say just buy as many tickets for yourself as you can this year, in any area of life that you think you want to be successful in. Just give yourself as many chances as you can. Expect to fail, expect to fall flat on your face, and just live the life, experience the struggle, find ways to find pleasure in the hardship of life, in being desperate for something to happen, for success, so yeah, hopefully that gives you some perspective, and I hope all of you guys have a happy new year. Stay safe with your families, and hopefully this year is gonna go well. So yeah.